I want you to try and guess why this NFL quarterback is using a rugby ball as part of his warm-up before a game. Is it because A, the equipment team are playing a preseason prank, B, because he's paying homage to Louis Rees-Zammit, or C, because it genuinely helps with his quarterback technique? Now, if you guess C, you would be totally correct because yes, quarterback Jake Haener was using this rugby ball to help his technique. And it's nothing new because quarterbacks have been using rugby balls to help with their technique for the best part of 20 years. And the main reason is because of a training tactic which a lot of gym goers will know as overcompensation. Overcompensation in sports is where you make your training significantly harder than what it would be in a real match. And in this instance, using a rugby ball for an American football quarterback is the perfect overcompensation. Rugby balls are slightly larger and rounder, but they also don't have the laces of an American football. This means that if a quarterback can control and grip a rugby ball, then holding an American football afterwards is going to feel easy. One thing that's pivotal for quarterbacks is where they place their hands and also their grip. This leads to an almost natural selection amongst NFL quarterbacks where the best quarterbacks have the biggest hands and the worst quarterbacks have the smallest hands. Because of their shape as well, rugby balls won't spiral the same as an American football. So warming up with a rugby ball will force a quarterback to focus on their wrist snap and release. So if you don't throw a rugby ball with precision, it will wobble badly, which will force a quarterback to really focus on their mechanics. Because rugby balls are slightly heavier as well, it almost feels like a resistance tool which will help warm up the arms and the shoulder. And so because a rugby ball is so similar in shape to an American football but so different in physics, it can really help a quarterback focus on his fundamentals. It can also help offset the negatives that come with a quarterback with small hands by improving their grip and their release mechanic. And the coolest part about all of this is that American football doesn't just take tips from rugby but also tennis as well. Because to help overcompensate hand-to-eye coordination with receivers and DBs, NFL coaches will use tennis balls in their warm-ups. This can also really help with reaction time, concentration, but also catching fundamentals. And this happens in all sports because in football you will see players training on trampolines to help overcompensate their balance, or you'll see them train on tiny pitches to help overcompensate with short passes, touch control, but also positioning. So the question I have for you is, what other sports do you think are going to cross over to aid their players' preparation? And ultimately, do you think it will work? Comment down below and let me know. And if you have enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, a repost, but most importantly, give me a follow. We're on the road to 50k followers. Boom!